Yeah, psychiatrist is spelled Psychiatrist. It's terrorism that they can just abduct and drug whoever they want at any time they want. And that's the laws of Definition 6 and ALP and LMP. They've committed a genocide, shoved it under the carpet. They've proliferated chemical warfare armament with their malware of the monarchist league constitution. And there's been a genocide, and the way the media go, and while there's calculus, but there's other contexts of letters. Calculus was a new ideology of mathematics. Calculus, that was a new ideology of mathematics. There's another ideology of the English letters that's not calculus, but there still is. The monarchist league is just malware. But psychiatrist is spelled Psychiatrist. So, for example, everyone drives on a street, a lane, or an avenue, or a drive, or a highway, or a road. Psychiatrist, ST, Stiller, ST, ill, entrapment revenue, enigma revenue, all this shit. But why did Peter Dutton join the police department? Peter Dutton is a listed terrorist and a racist. Though why did Peter Dutton join the police department? Because the first letter of his first name was P, and the first letter of his last name was D. Peter Dutton, police department. That's why he joined the QPS, Queensland Police Service, because his name was Peter Dutton. There's Mahjong measured autonomous region on there's measured MAR on Microsoft, measured systems, measured sensory, measured install, control, revenue, order, systems trade, synchronization trade, systems trade, synchronization trade, soft, systems ordered, forced trade, synchronization, order, forced trade, and all this shit. But why there's measured MAR 250 plus. It's installed on the motherboards, the operating system, the spectrum, how insects are measured. How everyone's measured. The brain is like the Bluetooth brain. We're all measured. Every living person on the planet is measured. There's the sunlight packet. We're all measured. Everyone's measured. But some people got an ideology that we're like cats and dogs. What do cats and dogs have to have? What's the council laws regarding your cat and dog? So what do you think some of the ideologies might have been with ALP and LMP and the forced injectable trade? Well, there's nanorobotics, according to it. 96% of Japanese people found out they had nanorobots in their blood. Or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty full on. And all this shit. But AI will have their own ideology on. They're saying some nanorobots can fight cancer cells and all this shit. How they can inject blood cells in the bloodstream and all this shit. But why did Peter Dutton join the police department? Because the first letter of his first name was P, and the first letter of his last name was D. Peter Dutton, political department, politician, all this shit. Yeah, it's all malware. Measured MAR 250 plus. There's Mahjong, but we're all measured to it. We're all measured to measured systems of install. Even the insects are measured. Everything's measured. You're all measured. Every living person's measured. The brain is like the Bluetooth brain. We've seen the semantic decoding Texas unis. There's a neuroscience page on Lfdra.com, Lfdra.org, and ROA-Lfdra.com, though every living person's measured. On every living person, there's measured systems. Why are we seeing Trump at the moment? True measured placement. Why did Trump have a real estate tycoon game that said tear down free buildings and corner the market in 30 days? That was Trump's real estate game in New York City. Real estate tycoon, Trump's true measured placement. Harry S. Truman measured autonomy neurology. True measured autonomy neurology was the 45th president of the United States of America. Measured autonomy neurology. And what's why in the periodic table? Gamma rays, iron, radiation, and all this shit. Revenue, autonomy. I don't know what D is. Revenue, autonomy. All this shit. Trade, install, ordered neurology. And what's why in the periodic table? Gamma rays, iron. Gamma rays, radiation, 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 all this shit, radiation. Though the Fed had a distillery permit, spelt DISTILLERY, and it was permit. You had to have a distillery permit. That was King Charles Monarchist League federal law, distiller Y permit. All this shit. Distillery, distiller Y, all this shit. True measured placement. Why are we seeing Trump at the moment? Because it's trade, revenue, uniform, measured placement. We're seeing Trump measured placement. All this shit. The royal ideology was just a measured install of gamma rays, gamma. It was Y. That's why they called themselves royals. Though it's long live Republic of Australia and its people. Yeah, that's what it is. Long live Republic of Australia and its people. Because according to it, ALP, the only reason why childcare workers, early learning centres got pay rises was because of the Lfdra policy. And the only reason why aged care workers got pay rises, it was because of Lfdra policy. And the only reason why the federal minimum wage went up was because of Lfdra policy of 2017. But the Greens are saying they're going to pay 45% of a residential, though the Lfdra policy on age 21 comp residential is the only policy because the Greens policy is a monetised retail residential market. We know what's happened with inflation because cities have grown, prices have gone up to quality of living standards and all of this. And we've seen what's happened with social rentals, how households haven't had the buying power with savings of money and all this, and they might have social rental. They still might be homeless in a social rental, and Chris Minns was saying he was only building these building social housing for frontline staff of the government and all this shit. So though I probably don't have any subscribers, listeners, though, please do like, subscribe and comment. There's Lfdra audio on lfdra.com and the YouTube channel at Harry Stiller Lfdra.